this with our parents sometimes. They would like it. That's pretty deep right here. Look how deep it is.
While researching the river prior to our trip, I found an interesting article from the NPS that stated that the Jack's Fork River in the 3-mile section surrounding Jam Up Cave is home to 3 species of crayfish that are found only in the Ozarks and 9 species of fish that are limited to the Ozarks. There are also many rare plants on the bluffs, some of which are leftovers from the Ice Age. When the climate warmed, they survived in cool, wet niches along the bluffs and caves, while the species became extinct elsewhere in Missouri and the Ozarks.
Well, my bottom.
Getting a quick lunch break in here. Kenzie's snacking on some tortillas and I'm about to dig in too. Just had some quinoa, but we're river hungry and no better place than under Jam Up Cave. This is the entrance, the grand entrance to Jam Up Cave, which I'm still not sure why it's called Jam Up. I tried to find that online. Found a article I might read later, but probably can't see much on there. Hey. It's pretty wet. Kenzie says she saw a fish in here, so I've been scared about that because I don't know much about cave fish. But this is where we're going. What? Yeah, it's cold. I'm in up to my nipples, just FYI. Woo! I need this stick. The cave entrance, or I swam across that thing, the pool, and then it was all blocked up. Someone put rubber car tires up so you couldn't you couldn't as a human fit through it, but the water could still. It's rather intimidating. Kenzie just found some river booty we've upgraded, even though it's not a canoe paddle, but I think it's made out of fiberglass, so it's an expensive one. But pretty sweet river. So we just came upon this little village, just trying to figure out what the heck's going on. And my little map says that it's the Bunker Hill Resort, privately owned by the Missouri State Teachers Association. Got a little amphitheater over there and some old timey.
Oh, there's a rock.
Kenzie and I noticed that a thunderstorm seemed to be heading our way, so we decided to pull over and break camp a little bit early at this location. The map here gives some basic info on where that location was approximately and how fast we traveled for anyone planning their own adventures.
Built this little kern right here. I usually don't build these because things like that leave no trace, but I'll discard it later. My goal is to see if this thunderstorm, how much it affects the river level. It's thunderstorming, but decided to set up the camp early, cook some dinner. Dinner in the vestibule. Dinner is served. Once I put some pepper on there. What's your dinner, Kenzie?
A family-sized bag of garden fresh sun chips and granola.
We're currently packing up camp, but it's a little bit more precipitous this morning than expected, so gotta deal with that, but we'll get through. Gonna be a wet one. Taking down our jungle camp. Canoe down there. Boat is all packed. Pretty proud of it, as usual. Over here we got the cairn, which I will now knock over, but you can see the water level actually dropped a little bit. And it rained all night, so we really just need a hard rain. There you go, Kenzie's ambitious. Currently 5 miles into our day, an hour 45, hour 30-ish. And yeah, we're feeling good. This is gonna be our longest day on the river and our only back-to-back camping day. But it was a little rainy this morning. Rain's probably gonna come back, but it was actually kind of pleasant.
This bluff is apparently called Grandma Rocks. This particular section of the river, I think, was one of the more hazardous sections we encountered. This channel we're going down is the deepest channel in the river as it splits, but all these trees, as we come around this bend, we'll see have fallen into the river here, kind of bunched up together, creating a wall that allows the water to go through, but would not potentially allow a canoe to go through at all. So it's called a strainer. And it's possible that if our boat had gotten lodged up against one of these trees because we couldn't get through, that the canoe would have then flipped, and we could have gotten sucked under. Although it's pretty shallow here, likely wouldn't have happened. Unfortunately, we found this right channel here. It was worth mentioning. I think these were the greatest hazard on the Jack's Fork, just because there's so many trees with the spring floods that fall down.
We're at the what's this spring called? Alley Springs. The famous barn or whatever at the spring is like a half-mile hike, so we just decided to come to the confluence with the Jack's Fork and filter some water. Very pretty. It's got these little green plants. Aquatic.
If you look closely here at the surface of the river, just downstream from the canoe, you can actually see the wind's path as it makes ripples along the surface of the water and then recedes back. I thought that was a pretty interesting phenomenon the time lapse allowed it to observe.
Oh my god. Okay. That wasn't so bad. What up, 66? He is mossy.
Kenzie and I decided to take advantage of a brief pause in the rain showers after a long 20-mile day to set up camp along a sandy shore just west of Eminence. The showers continued on and off for the rest of the evening, though relatively mild.
I wish you could smell this.
Those are liking dinner.
Put a current down again yesterday, and you can see the river has risen just a few inches, but something.
Little did we realize how much the river was actually about to rise. On May 12th, the day this is being recorded, a violent thunderstorm was fast and approaching the Jack's Fork River. In this footage, the river's at 148 CFS, a pretty standard amount for spring on the Jack's Fork. After this thunderstorm hit by 6 p.m. on May 12th this day, the river would rise to 1,100 CFS, almost 900 to 1,000 more CFS. In the days following, the river would even rise to 8,690 CFS. So just an astronomical number. It's hard to even imagine what this river would have looked like. By this point, the river had already risen drastically from when we left in the morning. We were aware now that obviously the flooding was coming, even though the brunt of the storm had passed, and we knew it was only a matter of time till the watershed entered a flood stage.